The S&P 500 just had its best week of the year earlier this month, and we're coming off of a major week of Fed updates and economic data. As we await a giant earnings report and the Fed's preferred inflation gauge, where do you think the market goes from here? Are you ready, traders? Brace yourself for the earnings event of the season. Nvidia reports on Wednesday. We'll also get reports from names like Dell, Lululemon, and the recently embattled CrowdStrike. It's a huge week for economic data as well, with the advanced GDP print scheduled for Thursday and PCE on watch for Friday. Let's get right into the week ahead, but first, make sure you hit those like and subscribe buttons. Monday kicks off with earnings from Pinduoduo. Let's see if the Chinese ADR heavyweight can post another EPS and revenue beat for fiscal Q2 2024. We'll get a few economic data prints throughout the morning, starting with the month-over-month change in durable goods orders for July at 8:30 a.m. At 10:30 a.m., we'll get the Dallas Fed Manufacturing Index for August, followed by the 3-month and 6-month bill auctions at 11:30 a.m. Be aware of Nvidia today as well. The company is scheduled to deliver a talk on its Blackwell platform at the 2024 Hot Chips event from 6:15 to 6:45 p.m. Eastern Time. Tons of housing data coming through on Tuesday morning. At 9 a.m., we'll get the month-over-month and year-over-year changes in the S&P Case-Shiller Home Price Index for June, as well as the House Price Index for June. At 10 a.m., we'll get the CB Consumer Confidence print for August, followed by the Richmond Fed Manufacturing Shipments, and Services Revenue Indices for August, followed by the 2-year note auction and the money supply for July at 1 p.m. A couple interesting earnings scheduled for after the bell. Watch out for reports from SentinelOne and Nordstrom. A lot of pre-market earnings on the docket to get things started on Wednesday. We're expecting reports from companies like Chewy, Abercrombie & Fitch, Lee Auto, Kohl's, Foot Locker, and Bath & Body Works. Chewy rallied earlier this summer after Roaring Kitty took a 6.6% stake in the company, so this name is definitely on watch. Kohl's and Foot Locker both have short floats of more than 10%. Keep an eye on these two as well. A few numbers to watch out for on the economic data front. We'll get the EIA crude oil and gasoline stock changes at 10:30 a.m., followed by both the 2-year FRN auction and the 5-year note auction at 1 p.m. Get ready after the bell for Nvidia's Q2 report. The semiconductor leader smashed expectations with its last earnings report, with revenue jumping by 262% on a year-over-year basis. Let's see how market participants react to its first earnings report after its 10-to-1 stock split. Are you planning on trading Nvidia earnings? Let us know in the comment. CrowdStrike, which is coming off of a massive outage in mid-July, is also reporting after the bell. Other reports on watch include Affirm, Salesforce, and HP. Another round of earnings in the consumer and retail space before the bell on Thursday. Companies including Best Buy, American Eagle, Dollar General, and Campbell's Soup are scheduled to report. Big economic data print at 8:30 a.m. We'll get the second estimate for the quarterly GDP growth rate for Q2. The first estimate for this metric showed that the economy grew by 2.8% during the quarter, above the expected 2% and exceeding the final Q1 print. Other economic data releases at 8:30 include wholesale inventories and retail inventories ex-auto for July, the second estimate of the quarterly change in PCE prices and core PCE prices for Q2, the second estimate of the quarterly change in real consumer spending for Q2, the advanced good trades balance for July, and initial and continued jobless claims. At 10 a.m., we'll get the monthly and yearly changes in pending home sales for July, and we'll get the EIA natural gas stock changes at 10:30 a.m. Some releases to be aware of heading into the afternoon as well. We've got the 15 and 30-year mortgage rates at 12 p.m., followed by the 7-year note auction at 1. Another great night for post-market earnings reports. Get ready for reports from Dell, The Gap, Ulta Beauty, Marvell Technology, Autodesk, MongoDB, and Lululemon. Dell recently announced job cuts as part of a reorganization of its sales team, and its stock was recently removed from Bank of America's US 1 list of top buy-rated stocks. New Berkshire Hathaway stock Ulta is also one to watch out for here. Let us know in the comments how you're planning on trading earnings this week. Friday kicks off with a huge economic data release. The Personal Consumption Expenditure Price Index for July at 8:30 a.m. Core PCE, the Fed's preferred inflation gauge, grew by a little bit more than expected on a month-over-month basis in June, and is expected to show an increase of 0.2% for the month of July. In addition to the PCE prints, we'll also get the month-over-month change in personal spending for July at 8:30. At 9:45, we'll get Chicago PMI for August. One more economic data number to watch out for this week: the final Michigan consumer sentiment print for August coming through at 10 a.m. The preliminary print came in at a 4-month high of 72.1. Also on watch at 10 a.m. are the 1-year and 5-year inflation expectations. And that's the week ahead. Thanks for getting ready for this big week with us. Make sure you like, subscribe, and drop a comment to let us know if you're planning on trading any of the earnings this week. Check us out at 8:30 a.m. from Monday to Friday at TraderTV.Live.